Kelly go together to meet Mackenzie in person. Mackenzie asks Ira how soon he would like the hit to happen, and Ira says, we were thinking ASAP. And you can see all this in the episode, and they're sitting in his car. So Ira, Kelly, and Mackenzie are all in Mackenzie's car.
It's a cam?
Yeah, there's a camera.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember if it was audio or cam.
Yeah, but the craziest part, so the camera is set up, it's like an SUV, so there's 3 rows. So the camera's set up in the way back. But it's kind of blocking it, right? So at one point, and you can see, they literally show this in the episode, Ira looks back directly into the camera, and he looks at Mackenzie and looks and he goes, is that a camera? And Mackenzie, again, quick thinking, goes, no, man, I have a DVD player in here, and that's the receptor for the headsets. Like, that makes the Bluetooth headsets work. And Ira laughs, and he's like, oh, okay, cool. Let's keep talking about murdering my wife.
I got chills. That's so scary.
It's insane. He looks directly into the camera, and he's like, is that a camera? And then he's like, ha, 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 ha. So Ira's like, great. Oh, by the way, so I'm being investigated for insurance fraud. And I need you to do one more thing. Before you kill Susan, I want you to, like, he wants him to prove. So he says, I need you. He said, here's 2 names. These are the 2 insurance agents who are investigating me. I would like you to go beat them up, beat the shit out of them, threaten them, and, like, make them not testify against me. Like, stop looking into me.
Little test.
So Mackenzie's like, great, I got you. And then he goes to police, and he's like, what the fuck do I do?
I can't go beat these guys up.
Yeah. So police go to this part is insane. They find the 2 insurance investigators. They tell them about Ira's, they tell them the whole thing. They're like, dude, he wants to beat you guys up, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, can we bring a makeup person in?
What?
Can we have our makeup guy make it look like you guys got beat up, put some fake blood on you, and then take your pictures so Mackenzie can bring it back? And they're like, yeah, sure.
Best supporting actors go to the insurance guys. This is an Oscar nomination.
I know.
Hello, January.
So they do it.
Okay.
So makeup people come in. They make, like, bruises and all this shit. They put fake, like they cover their faces in fake blood. And then they take photographs, like, all this stuff, right?
Oh, Susan.
I know.
Okay.
So Mackenzie has what he needs. So Mackenzie goes back to meet with Ira and Kelly, and he's like, look at this. I beat them up. Look how bloody they are. I did good. High five.
Look at these beat-ups.
Look what I did. And Ira's like, great. Let's talk about Susan's murder. Ira tells him, do it, murder her. But Kelly will reach out when the time is right. Not now. So police still don't want to go in because he could never say the time is right. So he tells Mackenzie, quote, if she gives you the okay, then it came from me. So a few days after this, Kelly reaches out to Mackenzie and asks him to meet her in a Walmart parking lot. She shows him her phone with a text from Ira saying, yes, now is the time. And then she gets in his car to give him details of Susan's schedule to help him plan easily. Like, she goes to the store at this time and blah, blah, blah. And she also gives him his payment. So now police have everything they need. They have proof on Ira, Kelly. The payment has exchanged hands. So on March 2nd, 2016, they arrest both Kelly and Ira. They charge them with conspiracy and solicitation to commit murder. And in interviews, Ira's just like a piece of shit, and he's way more concerned with his reputation and his career than his family. Like, all he's concerned about is like, no, I can't work on people's feet, and people are going to think I'm a bad guy.
Well, you should have thought of that. It's his own fault.
Yeah. When Susan found out about Ira's plan, she said, quote, actually, I'm not shocked.
That's great.
So she survives.
Yes.
No one is murdered in this.
That's why that's funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kelly and Ira both plead guilty. Ira was sentenced to 15 years. This will piss you off. Eligible for parole after 5.
What?
Kelly got 12 years with parole after 4. Not enough. But Susan, bless her fucking heart, and not in the southern way that people say, like, oh, you're dumb, but like in a real way, bless her heart. Susan has been working really hard and fighting for harsher penalties for people found guilty of conspiracy to commit murder.
Yeah.
Because sentences can be as little as a year. Like, if you don't actually pull the trigger yourself and you just hire someone, sentences, at least in New York, can be really low. So she has spent her life, or the last couple years, fighting to get bills passed for harsher. She wants it to be more of like a felony or like an assault or something versus what it is. Like, versus just conspiracy.
I'd be terrified if I were Susan. If he could get out?
Yeah, in 5 years. Which is like 2 from now.
Yeah, but Kelly is truly dumb.
Yeah.
He just goes to a car salesman, they sort of know.
I know. But the craziest part to me was like, I feel like without it's the beating up the insurance guys, right? Because
Yeah.
If you take that out, it's kind of a normal story.
Yeah.
But the fact that, like, police and Mackenzie are in, like, cahoots the whole time.
Yeah.
And then Mackenzie keeps going back, and he's like, now he wants me to do this. And they're like, let's put some makeup on him and take their picture. Like, it'll be fine. Like,
I love that the police that worked on this. Like, and when you said that he was friends with police, I automatically thought, I was like, great, they're going to let him go. They're going to...
Right. I thought the same thing. But they were like...
we don't know. We know him. We need more evidence. But they need more evidence anyway.
Yeah. It's that's the crazy thing.
Wow. Yeah. That was really good.
Yeah.
That might be my favorite story you've told.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I thought it was interesting, obviously.
Good.
Yeah. So no one died. It was an attempted murder for hire. But Mackenzie, you definitely get the hero stamp. Yeah.
Got the hero stamp there.
You get the cape. You deserve socks with little capes on them, so when you walk, they flow behind you.
That's adorable. Merch idea.
Or a real cape, but I think socks with a cape would be better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you guys liked that.
Yeah, that was great. Thanks. What a fun theme. I mean, terrible, but they're all terrible.
How fun.
Our next theme, I think, will be really interesting to people.
Oh.
I just whispered it to Caitlin, and that's her response.
Caitlin forgets.
But yeah, we'll need to start planning our next themes, and one of our February themes will definitely be listener suggestions, because we have quite a few now, so that's coming.
I got one the other day, and I already have mine picked.
Okay, I have mine picked too. Well, I'm deciding between two right now. I'm excited for that. It could be anything. It's just suggestions we've got. What happened to you this week? I feel like I haven't seen you. Well, I haven't seen you in a few days, but that feels like forever for us.
It does.
Yeah. Anything fun happened? You went and saw the movie.
Yeah, I went and saw the movie.
Normal.
New Year's was good.
Yeah.
We made it was just me, Christy, and Becca. And we made vision boards.
I was invited, but I lied down and fell asleep.
Better things to do.
So,
but Christy, bless her heart, only had like Good Housekeeping and parenting magazines. So we were trying to flip through those to find like stuff for our vision board. And it was funny because Christy and Becca, after 2 minutes, were like, "We're bored." I was like, "I'm having so much fun cutting things out of like I loved it." And they were both like, "We're done." And I was like, "No, I like this." And then right in the middle, so I put like a bunch of stuff from magazines, but right in the middle, it just says thick and rich. So that's what I want to be in 2020. Thick and rich.
Do you guys have New Year's resolutions out there?
New Year, same me.
New Year, same me. I like that. Yeah, I usually pick a phrase or a word.
What is it? I meant to ask you, what is yours this year?
Oh, I feel so bad because I'm leading this thing at my work where anyone who wants to join can pick a word with me. But I'm having difficulty deciding between a few. The last 2 years, the 2018 was Super Love, 2019 was Seek Magic, and those mean Super Love means essentially like more compassion, having love for other things, because I have a tendency to be that's not true. In 2018, I had a tendency to be a bit self-serving. Which I don't now, but and then 2019 was Seek Magic, which essentially meant do things that like excite me. Like the podcast I don't think would have happened, but I kept like, I feel like I really pushed it because I was like, this is something that I feel really like could be really magic. So I'm trying to decide what would be the best for 2020, and right now it's between a few. It's between the idea. I'm going with an idea. I can't pick the right phrase or words to capture it. So the idea is invest my time in my ultimate goal. Essentially.
I like that.
So like every single thing I'm deciding to do, does that benefit my best self? But I can't pick the right. I just want it to be a couple words, and so I know the idea. Just
invest
picking the
in
words.
me.
Invest in me could be one of them. Another one I thought of was what's the trade-off? So everything I do, like, is this the trade-off I'd want to do? If someone was like, Sarah, you have these 10 minutes and you can do this, that helps you get where you want, or you can lie on the couch. Like, is that which one are you going to pick? So it's that sort of idea. Just finding the right words. Invest wisely, that's pretty good. Yeah. Because I want it to be quotable and hashtagable because that just helps me.
I like invest wisely. I might steal that.
The other one I had was show up because I feel like, but I want to show up for the right things. Yeah. I don't want to show up for everything. That's what I learned with Seek Magic. I was like, okay, if I follow everything that feels magical, it's way too much stuff. Yeah. I got way too much going on. I was very busy because I kept following paths. But now I need to pick the paths correctly.
Yeah. One of my goals, I'm not someone who sets resolutions, but one of my goals you know, not even just for a new year, but just for myself, is I am the kind of person that will say yes to everything.
Yes.
Where I'll overbook myself.
Yeah, you are a yes man for sure, and I'm not.
Yeah, where I'll be like, yeah, I'll go to brunch. Yeah, I'll go. And Christy, this is not about you today. Don't think that was a bad example because we just went to brunch. But I will be like, I will overbook my weekends.
Yeah.
And I feel bad like complaining about being busy because then I'm like, I have so many amazing
I have great
friends. Well, I do. Like I have so many amazing friends. So I'm very blessed. Like, so I get brunch with one friend, and then I'll have lunch with another, and then I'll see a movie with another, and then the next day, and like,
it's a lot.
Which is amazing, but I'm like, I cannot keep saying yes to everything.
It's not sustainable.
No.
It's amazing, but not sustainable.
Well, and then, because then, for me personally, then I open my fridge, and it's completely empty. Like, literally nothing. Zero food.
Caitlin.
You know, like, I do things like that. I don't grocery shop, or I go to get dressed, and I'm like, oh my God.
You also need the what's the trade?
Yeah.
Could I get groceries and set myself up?
Well, then I'm like, all of my clothes are dirty. I have zero food. Like, yes, I had a great fun week. And so I need to get better at saying no. Well, and I want to do the things I'm doing.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to say no when I'm like, fuck grocery shopping, I want to go to brunch. But I need to be better at saying no. I don't know. I need to figure out how to.
We could pick a podcast theme too. Like in
people who got murdered because they said yes. That'll scare me into saying no.
Help me. That's our podcast.
Yeah.
I had an idea. I was like, this weekend I'm going to clean my house. I'm going to do things. And then I was like, I'm going wine tasting all day because someone wants to.
Yeah.
I'm like, why am I doing that?
Well, and then there's the hard, because then it's also like, okay, well, if I got hit by a bus tomorrow, or like, would I want to spend my last day? Like, I have that attitude, right? I want to spend every day like there's no tomorrow, which I do think is a great attitude.
Yes.
Where I'm like, fuck yeah, that's a great weekend. I had brunch. I went to a brewery. I did this. I did that. I did that. I did all these things. But I need to pump the brakes and be like, okay, you're probably not going to get hit by a bus. You still need to grocery shop. You still, like...
Yeah, you have to be healthy.
You can't always...
So the way I pick my word is I answer a few questions. I, like, journal about it and spend an hour just, like, sitting and listening to, like, meditation music and journaling. And I answer biggest accomplishments of the year, 3. Biggest disappointments of the year, 3.
That you had or you want
of
to have?
2019.
Okay.
So what were my biggest accomplishments? What were my biggest disappointments? How did I play a role in both of those?
Oh, I like that.
Okay. And then I think, what characteristics of other people do I envy? And what do I want more of? And what do I want less of? So I kind of think about all those things. And then I try to pick, based on all those, I look and I go, wow. Like this year when I filled that out, I looked at what really made me feel accomplished this year was helping others.
Podcast. I didn't mean to spit.
I thought you were literally dying. I'm like, are you okay?
I meant to do the fake cough, but like my lips came together too soon, and I did the like raspberry thing.
Yeah, but when you did it, I pictured my CPR class in high school. I was like, help! I thought they were all about that. They were about guilt for feeling like I have succeeded more than people I love, which I'm not sure how to handle that one, but that made me feel guilty. And then also... not quite saying yes, but just investing in too many things. I don't know if I need all those things. I need to pick and choose the right time, the right things to invest in. Like, the podcast is bigger than I thought it would be. And it's like, I could give more to that. And
yeah, I definitely could.
Yeah, and other things like that where I'm like, man, this is something that I see this trail going somewhere very interesting, and that's the one I want to invest in.
Yeah. I am getting a little better. Well, and I'm getting better at least with, like, dating. Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't say... no to friends as much because I have gotten better at like who I spend my time with. Like I don't like to say no to you or Christy or people who are my best friends. I don't like to say no if I have a chance to go to San Diego and see Rachel.
Yeah.
But like not to discount dating, but if like some random guys like do you want to meet for a beer and like we've gone out, like I'm like no.
No,
like,
I kind of don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm kind of not into it.
I don't know.
So I think
I'm not swearing off dating. If any of you know,
you know anyone tall, dark, and handsome. But yeah,
if you know anyone 6'5",
that's your type.
That's my type.
Just who's funny.
That's my only.
Funny and tall. Yeah.
Send them my way.
Yeah, just mail them. We have a PO box.
Mail them to me. Yeah, that'd be great. Mail them.
Mail by
Send
mail.
them mail by plane. Send them on a plane.
No, mail.
Sarah will pick them up. Mail, I get it.
By mail.
Sarah will pick them up at the airport. If she doesn't think they look good, she will send them back.
I'm just like, check. Oh, no.
That's
Sarah's, get back on the plane.
That's Sarah's thing for 2020. Her job is to live at the airport for men that come in.
My word is wingman Caitlin.
Yes.
So I'd love to hear, like, think about those questions. Accomplishments, disappointments 2019. What do you envy in others? What do you want more of? What do you want less of?
Okay, let's tell a dad joke and stop.
Yes.
Stop bothering
Sorry, we
these
got
people.
a little, like,
Sorry.
yogi there for a minute. Okay, so I don't know if you saw this, but did you hear about the man that fell in the upholstery machine?
No.
Well, he